camera kept overheating. So you know what? Forget it. I'm trying to show you my makeup routine. Just know that I use this moisturizer, this highlighter, this eyeshadow, this for contouring, this for setting powder, this for foundation, these for concealers, this for bronzer, this for my lips, these for my blushes, and this for my setting spray. I give up. Oh, primer. Can't forget the primer. But anyways, besides all that shenanigans, I was trying to tell you guys that today's video is going to be about how to get back on track after completely falling off. And I'm going to use myself as an example because your girl swore up and down I was not going to be doing these things. I swore up and down my entire life, especially from the moment that I became a teenager or whatever. Like I didn't know what in life I wanted to do. I knew what I didn't want my life and my career, my job to do to me. And unfortunately, even my palms are sweating. This is so emotional for me. I'm so embarrassed to admit this out loud. I'm so hurt by it. I am so deeply concerned for myself, but we're working on it. Just admitting that I fell off, admitting that everything that I swore up and down from a young age, I allowed to happen in such a short amount of time. And that was that I was never, ever, with the history of ever, to allow my job or my career to dictate my life. I have always had it very clear in my heart, in my head, that I was never gonna let my career, my job change who I was. But here we are. This is something that I want to share with you guys because if you're somebody that didn't even know, I want you to realize that if you are in the same place that I am, that you can catch yourself and that you can fix this problem before it gets any worse and before this affects your loved ones, before it just affects your mental health. Even though it might seem like such a little detail, it is not little. It is a big ass detail. The thing is, I fell off my healthy eating habits. I fell off my workout schedule. I fell off being organized and on top of things. I fell off spending time with my loved ones, with my children, and myself. And it might just seem like 5 things that, okay, that's just on the emotional side. Yes, but those things matter a lot. First of all, I'm in a career that requires me to be on the best possible shape and alertness and everything possible because my life depends on my well-being. It depends on me being mentally stable. It depends on me being able to do my job to the best of my ability. I think it's so important for one to realize when we aren't doing wrong. And as somebody that has always been so open on social media, I want to make sure that I continue being that way. And again, for nothing to change who I am. So what are some things that I am doing or that you can do whenever you fall off? Make a list. Make a list of the things that you need to go back on. That way you have something reminding you of your goals. Because if you just say, oh, me voy a acordar, I'm just gonna remember and it's in my head, I'll be fine. Baby girl. And that is why we fell off to begin with. Write it down, what you need to work on, and let's execute. Otherwise, baby girl, you're not executing anything. So let's get on it. Trying to get back on healthy habits, that means I need to cut off all the vending machine snacks I am having. And the way that I'm doing that is by buying healthy snacks and taking them with me. Being in the rush of things, I have many excuses to not eat breakfast, not pack lunch. So those are other things that I'm going to be doing, eating before I take off to work. Mind you, my days are 10 hours long. So sometimes I will eat my food and I will be hungry in the next 3 or 4 hours. But to be fair, my job doesn't always allow for all those kind of breaks. If anything, I can be driving and grab a snack, but it's so much easier to have healthy snacks for my body because I also won't feel like crap after eating so many processed snacks and foods and stuff like that. And with that, I also need to make sure that I am drinking more water because I have been so bad about drinking water. But to be fair, I will say that the reason why I originally stopped drinking water, I highly like slowed down on drinking water, because was my fear of having to go to the restroom so often. Like when you're out driving for your job, for your career, you don't have restroom access like that unless you drive somewhere, unless you're not handling a situation. I'm trying to teach my body to not have to go to the restroom and simply to take breaks for the restroom whenever time and the place allows it. Now, working on my routines. That is such an important thing, because if you don't have a routine, you don't have any like kind of structure to your day. So I'm building routines of, okay, on these days I rest, on these days I work out, on these days I handle the house chores, yada yada. So I don't care if cleaning does not fall on a day, I am not going to clean. If it does not fall on the cleaning day, the dishes are gonna be there. I'm simply not going to stress myself out, because I know my body requires the rest. I know that I need to prioritize what's on my list that I have made like so carefully that I need to work through. Like having a planner and having things planned out as an adult for me is literally a must. If throughout like junior high and high school they taught us how to like have a planner, I kid you not, I feel like all those things were preparing you for real life. Because yeah, sure, like you might have not cared so much about like fourth period having a test because they were constantly reminding you, but in life, whenever you have like an important test or training that you need to take, like you need to make sure that you have it down, because it's not that one thing you need to remember. You have kids appointments, you have kids fundraisers, kids activity stuff, while also having your husband's like birthday coming up, having your mother's birthday, your best friend's party. Like there's so many more dates that you need to keep track of. So having a planner and having things organized for your own sake is going to do wonders. Like it's going to be the way of life, especially if you want to make sure that you're completing things and staying on top of everything. Like I want to literally forget to pay a bill, not because the lack of funds, but because I literally just forgot. I find that super embarrassing because it seems like little things, but it's also so time consuming and it is so overwhelming when you have so much going on. Yes, I'm not no longer a single mom, but that doesn't mean that I don't have things to worry about. I still have a lot of things that I need to think about and I need to make sure that I'm completing at the end of the day. So that's really, really important for me. One of the things that I do to stay organized is having a planner. I'm such a dork when it comes to planners and stationery things. Like I like having like the cute highlighters, the cute planners and books. For me, that is everything. I live with sticky notes. Life just seems like it works better for me when I do that. I also have a huge calendar whenever I enter my restroom, and I have to go through there for anything, like to get to my closet, to go to the restroom, to go shower, to go for basically almost anything that I need in my room. So even if I don't stop and read it, like knowing that it's in big words or right there in front of me, like I have a constant reminder, more likely to not miss dates that I need to remember and stuff like that. This one I hold very dear to me because I kind of just went over like the whole like staying healthy workout routines. Guys, oh my gosh, like my YouTube channel initially, like based on me working out, me sharing like the process of like being able to lose weight as a parent, as a mom of 4, 5 if you count my baby girl in heaven. You're the one that has control of your body and it's gonna be on you to make the changes. So to look back and to accept that I have been skipping workouts, I have been not prioritizing running, not been prioritizing weightlifting, I'm like, who am I? Like I feel like most of my days just were revolving around fitness, and it kind of sucks that I fell off on that. Not because so much on like of me having an issue with my body weight or anything like that. I fully love my body, even if I have some pounds over or sometimes pounds less or whatever the case is. I love that, but I feel like it builds such a strong foundation on being healthy physically and mentally. I don't think a lot of people talk about like the advantages and the benefits mental health has from working out. And for me, that is huge. I feel like I can think more clear. I am a better mom, a better wife, a better daughter, sister, friend if I'm keeping up with my fitness. Like any rage, any frustrations that I may have, the gym is what's going to bring me back together and keep me under control. So again, I am very ashamed that I have fallen off of that. But with that being said, I'm now planning out my weekly workouts. So the days that I know that I have designated to go work out for that 1 hour to 2 hours, I have a plan and I go directly to do that. So that's saving me time. I'm going in and not BSing my workouts. I am targeting pieces of my body to make sure that I am toning that or I'm building muscle. So that's like really, really important because we're going somewhere. We're not just, oh, I showed up to the gym, that's all I did. I walked and I did these 2-3 workouts and I called it a day. No, I'm going in with a purpose. Like I'm telling you guys, having a set goal is going to do you wonders. If you're just like going about your day or about life and not having a goal, what is the purpose of what you're doing? Yes, maintenance is important. Maintenance is a thing that you just enjoy, like going for a walk, that's fine. I'm saying that if you have goals, if you have a specific thing you're reaching for, like even if it comes to saving money, you're more likely to get there if you set yourself goals, because you have something to look at, something to aim for, instead of just like lollygagging through it all. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, then I'm so sorry. The fourth thing that we're working on is just simply enjoying life. This is important because just again, falling into the trap of work, it's good to an extent, but ultimately you have to enjoy the process. You have to be happy where you're at in life. You have to just enjoy the little things. Like right now, I'm about to take off to have some ice cream with my kids. My husband is setting us to just enjoy the evening. He's out at work. Again, when you fall into the routine of things, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of all your hard work? What is the purpose of what you're doing if you're not able to enjoy the things in life? If you're not able to just take a breather and be like, okay, like you have to enjoy the process of life, of what your goals are, because life is still going on and you don't want to look back one day and be like, oh crap, I was so hyper focused on these like X, Y, and Z that I look back and I'm like, I missed out on anything. And that could be literally from like a party to like being your age, going to the club, going out and just doing like tonterias with your friends, because that is just life. Like you cannot let life pass you in the aims of reaching things. I'm not saying to overdo it now, like do not like fall off track because you're just trying to live life like a YOLO mindset. Can you hear my kid? You cannot live a YOLO mindset because yeah, you only live once, but you still have to make sure that you're being like reasonable and that you're completing tasks and making sure that you're going somewhere in life, because our youth is passing us. ¿Y qué va a ser de nosotros when we get older? What's gonna become of us when we're older? Like, did you save for your old age? Did you accomplish anything in life? Did you have any money saved for retirement? Or do you have to work for the rest of your life? And prioritizing myself. With prioritizing myself, I will say that's gonna be more of a like me being a girl. And by that, I mean like making time for my hair, making time for my makeup. I will say that's something I have been struggling with. But thanks to my husband, I feel like he's brought me back into my girly self, back into me loving pink. He has made sure that I go to my hair appointments, go to my nail appointments, keeping up with my lashes. Like he handles all that for me, and I'm super grateful for that, because it's more than just a like financial thing. It is like him making sure that I'm having quality time for myself, that I am being taken care of as a woman. In my career, you guys realize I cannot be like with these type of fall colors or like strong colors. Everything has to be very neutral if I'm going to be wearing makeup. Also, like we said, sweat a lot at work, so like it's for the like safety of my face, best if I don't wear like so much heavy makeup. And by policy, my hair has to be put up, so I don't feel the most girliest when I'm at work, because Honestly, I just feel like one of the dudes at that point, because I'm like constantly just doing things that typically one wouldn't perceive as super soft. So my husband's making sure, like, encouraging and pushing me, like, hey, you love those things, let's get you to do those things. Here, it's been taken care of, go do those things. So on my days off, like, I'm able to like dry my hair and like fix my hair, and like it's not fully caked of gel and other hair products to keep it in place. It's just like I get to do like blowouts on myself and have a table full of makeup, literally. And that's so good for mental health, because if I feel good about myself and I feel like I look pretty for the day, like I tend to be more proactive because I feel the part. Because if I'm like in PJs all day, I look at myself and I'm like, crap, I look like crap. I'm gonna be more likely to spend more time in bed, more time away from my kids, more time sleeping unnecessarily, and just my day is being wasted away when I could have been out doing things with my kids, out grocery shopping, being productive, spending time with my family, my friends. And he is very like, you want to see your friends? Go. You want to do this? Go. I feel like I now understand why wives are so happy, because it is insane to realize that I am not daddy's girl. I am my husband's girl. Like, or if you want to say I'm daddy's girl, but him being daddy, because he is very daddy-ish. My biggest thing, again, like, I wanted to just tell you guys about getting back on track. Get you a calendar, make you a list, make plans to execute, make plans of saving money, make plans of the things that you want to accomplish. Do not, whatever you do, wait until the new year. Oh my gosh, nada me cae más mal. Nothing gets more on my nerves when people just postpone things because of the comfort. Stop being on your comfort zone. That's gonna get you absolutely nowhere. You're telling me you'd rather put off more months than start now? Like, yes, I get it, the holidays are coming. That doesn't mean you can't start incorporating 30 minutes of walking every day. That doesn't mean you can't do your hair once every weekend. Baby girl, how badly do you want to improve your life? Do you want to always look back and let another year pass without you being your very best? Yes, the new year seems like a great time to start. You can be like, oh, but the new year and the high vibes, and like I can start the year fresh. Like, why not just start the year with all these healthy habits? Why not start the year doing things right and just skyrocketing? Don't wait to struggle January, February, March in trying to build a routine when you can already start building a routine now. I'm not saying go and skip out on pumpkin pie. I am not saying to miss out on tamales and everything good life has to offer these next few months, because we know they're about to be filled of love and food. And that's okay. But what I am saying is, do not put yourself off, because you just matter. You just matter, and I want you to live life to the fullest and to give yourself that chance that you deserve. Like, no one's gonna be coming for your safety if you don't put this in your head to move forward with yourself. Like, stop letting years pass you when you have so much to offer now. And like, life, I'm telling you, like, I was literally like 21 years old, like what feels like yesterday, and now I'm 31 years old. But I feel like I wouldn't have been this happy and fulfilled in life if I would have just waited. Like, I do look back and I'm like, dang, I wish I would have completed school sooner. Sure, but ultimately I got my associate's degree, I got my bachelor's eventually. I'm finally working a career job, and I'm super happy doing so. I have my children, I have my husband, my home, my vehicle, and I'm very, very blessed for those things. But my mind was constantly like in, what's next? What do I have to do to get to this? What do I need to do to look my best, to feel my best, to be proactive? Like, my mind didn't just be like, oh, I gotta go car, the end. No, it was like, okay, what can I do now to like make my kids day better? What can I do now to help out my mom? Like just little things like that. Hopefully it doesn't come off as very blondish, because I understand that everybody's life is very, very different. But I also understand that if you want to complete something, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish great, great things. Like, and I'm telling you from somebody that's gone through like insane trauma, from somebody that's been disappointed time after time, that's gone through divorce, that's been a single mom for so many years, somebody that's gone as far as like bearing a child. Like, I'm telling you that you are the own author of your life, and I just wish greatness on everybody, especially my girls, because we go through things that other people wouldn't even understand. Like, we literally create lives. We literally are the rock to a lot of things. So prioritize yourself, love yourself. Do not let yourself down because of another person. If you get a heartbreak, if you go through things in life that you wish would have happened to you, hold your head up, grab God by the hand, and move forward. That's gonna look different for everybody. That's gonna take different time for everybody. I understand. But no matter what you do, do not throw in the towel. Do not. If you're watching this video, it's for a reason, and I hope that you're able to get something from it. It wasn't super probably organized, but I hope you get the message, and I hope that this does something to you, even if it's like make you mad, because sometimes we accomplish great things when we're mad. Just know that I mean well, and that I want everybody to succeed and to have a wonderful life, because life is truly beautiful. So thank you guys for watching. I am done doing my makeup. Sorry you guys weren't able to watch the whole routine. I look crazy anyways when I do my makeup, but those are my current like makeup favorites that I'm using at the time. I know I cheat because I have my lashes, and that's a staple look for me, and I get my brows tinted and laminated for the additional glow. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you are new here, please do not forget to like and subscribe. I love you guys so much.